to get fucking booed and hissed at, and people would say I'm fucking up the music because I was a hip hop guy. And my thing with emceeing is I don't just like host or hype on the DJs. I want to rap. Like I want to freestyle. I want to bust bars. I want to bust verses. And no one was doing it. And so some people just weren't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it. I was learning on the job. So it probably did, like a lot of it sounded like shit. Some of it sounded good. So some people didn't like it. And promoters weren't used to it. Then it was Boz who put on Back to Basics. Like I remember everything went quiet and I was working at Sanity in Plumpton. I was selling CDs and I rang up Daydream one day and I was like, man, what do I do now? And he was kind of phasing himself out of DJing a little bit. And he was like, man, you got to just get in contact with people and you know, hit them up and get them to put you on. And Boz from Back to Basics put me on and let me host an event. Yeah. And that was at Macquarie Uni and it went well. And then I just did whatever I could to keep going at that time. So there was some guys that were called Onyx Productions and they were doing under 18s all around the city and like great guys. I can't remember their names. I wouldn't know them if they walked past me today, but they used to pay me in CDs and t-shirts, like pretty much the free shit they got from record companies to like as promo, like that's what I'd work for. So I'd go there, work all night, like emceeing to like, and I was at one in Paddington. It was like 50.
Back then that would have been pretty cool though. Like you.
Oh, whatever, man. Like wasn't doing nothing. Like so, I was at one in Paddington, and Sam from Powerhouse was out the front giving out his flyers because he used to do that back then. He used to do it himself, and he walked up on me and just was like, you know, do you want to MC Utopia next week with 6,000 people? So I kind of went from 50 to 6,000. Yeah, and in between that somewhere, Daydream took me, one of the last things, I think it was the last thing that me and Daydream did together was he took me to Happy Valley where I met Luke. That was the year 2000. And he, I did a really early set with him. And then he said to me, I go, what do I do now? I was at Cataract Dam in the middle of nowhere and shit. And I'm like, what do I do now? And he's like, stay here. Just hijack the stage and stay here. So I did that. I didn't tell no. I just acted like I was supposed to be there. Just kept hosting. Just whenever a DJ would come up, I go, "Hey man, I'm here to introduce you. Do you want me to MC and rap with you as well?" So John Ferris is like, "Yeah man, of course you're supposed to be here." Like John Ferris gives me his card. I start MCing at Plastic then with him.
John Ferris is pretty much up for anything though.
He's like, he doesn't even realize that he's very pivotal in my career. Like that's how I met him. Become best mates. This guy injects me with loads of confidence and, you know, guidance as a mate. He knows this world back to front. He's helping me navigate it. He's helping me cope with people wanting things from me as like, you know, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I'm just talking about our relationship. Yeah. People wanting favors or things as your status get higher, everything, you know. But yeah, back to John Ferris. So at Plastic as well is where Ben Summers notices me, and that's what gets me gigs at the Big Day Out. So
wow,
all these things interlock and intertwine.
Is there anything you haven't played at
in Sydney?
Yeah. I didn't find the Big Day Out one. That's wicked.
I've done Big Day Out.
Stereo, Future.
I've done Big Day Out 5 times. I've done the Stereo Tour a few times, Future a few times.
You'll be pleased to know also Luke speaks just as highly of you as what you do of him.
You better, man. We've been through too much shit.
You better be nice. Hey, Dave PSI actually put in a pretty cool comment, if I can read that out. He said, Losty is actually one of my idols. You know Dave PSI, obviously.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Who doesn't? Great host, unreal rapper, a huge role model to young kids, and one of the most genuine guys in the rave scene. He is a part of Sydney Rave Elite.
Oh, thank you, Dave PSI. You are just the same, brother.
Hello, and thank you for watching another clip from our interview with Losty. While you're here, hit the subscribe button, check out some of our other videos, and I'll see you next time.